Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics, and today we're bringing you part 2 of Tim's fish room tour. Again, it's great. Today we're going to get to go downstairs in the basement, take a look at his fish room and see the filtration system he's got there, see some really cool fish. Again, just a reminder, we want to stay positive in the comments. We want to make sure that we're supporting our fellow fish family and giving them the encouragement. So stay tuned. I think you're going to like it. All right, so we got this last one before we head downstairs. So what's going on here?
This is just, an acrylic tank that I picked up a while back ago. I had a few bonsai flower horns. How should I say it? They got sick. I put medication in it, and they didn't live. So I wound up converting it into something a little different. A few fish that I put in there from the big tank. Nothing spectacular. A serval, a flower horn. There's a few other ones that are hidden in there.
What's this guy right here?
Which one?
This darker maroon looking one.
Oh, this guy here?
This.
Or this one here?
Yeah.
Flower horn.
Wow.
Yeah. He was pretty small when I first got him and I put him in there. He grew a little bit. A lot of coverage, a lot of hiding spots. So really, a lot of them,
Yeah.
everybody gets along. No big deal. For filtration, I just got the big canister filter. The big sun, same thing that I have on the other tanks. The only difference is that because this tank had 2 openings on top, so I have where the water sucks in through, I have 2 of them on both sides. So it's sucking from the right side and left side and goes into a T, and then it goes right into the canister filter. And then when it comes back out, it goes across along the bar, which disperses all the water in.
Nice. Very nice. All right, let's see the big fish room here.
All right.
We'll follow you on down.
So Joey's downstairs.
Joey's downstairs.
Always downstairs.
Where's Joey?
Joey's right
Oh
here.
my gosh, there's Joey, guys.
So last year at the Aquatic Experience, he was here from Canada, and one of the things that he gave away was a banner. So I was lucky enough to get this canister.
Check that out.
But
hey Joey, thanks for joining us.
So
very cool. All right, wow, look, here we go.
So as you can see, I'm fully stocked. I'll put everything all together.
The life of a fish room, right there.
Everything has its own little spot for everything.
Look at this organization.
Get plumbing supplies, everything that I want to get, all my fish food.
And I thought I was organized. This brings it to a whole new level right here.
Now, if I got some sick fish, I have it right over here.
And look at this.
Stress coats.
You've got some seriously awesome decorations too.
Yeah.
Put those in there. Very cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this filtration system we got, what is this filtering? Everything?
This is filtering all the tanks but one tank. Okay. So like upstairs in the big tank, everything goes through the microfilter bag. It goes through the bio balls. It also has a canister for carbon, and I have 2 big UV lights.
Wow.
I have babies going on, some fries going on. They got a little more bigger. I have the firemouth cichlids that were, fries. Now they've been growing up.
I'm still messed up that my firemouths that I got may very well not be firemouths because they don't look like this at all. What is this? Is this just a common pleco up here? This
just
big gigantic guy?
Just a common pleco that a lady called me up and asked me if I wanted some plecos. Sure, I'll take them for you. I can find a home for them. So I have a few of them dispersed along the way in different tanks that are doing their job. They clean all the algae. I got some Madagascars.
These are pretty. I remember when they came in and did a presentation on the Madagascars. Were these from the rare fish auction?
From the rare fish auction.
And is this a male and a female?
That's a male and female.
So yes. You're hoping to get some babies from them at some point?
Yes.
Now how much bigger are these guys going to get?
They should get almost a foot long. Maybe a little more bigger. I've seen a little bit of action of them, doing the little dance for spawning, but nothing yet. I'm kind of hoping, hoping it's really going to happen, because I definitely would love something like that.
Nice. And what do we got here? We got some Jack Dempsey's.
I have the electric blue Jack Dempsey's. I have the males, which regular Jack Dempsey's that are not going to be like the electric blues.
Okay.
Some of them like
Very
to hop
nice.
over to different spots.
All right, so here we got, what is this, just hornwort?
Just hornwort that I've had. You know.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who's got just piles of hornwort growing everywhere. I've got this stuff in every single tank.
Well, you know, I
just-
have an in there for, you know, to get, you know, the nitrite, nitrates.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they love the stuff, so they're doing their job. You
Awesome.
know. And I can take some of this out and put it in the big tank.
And feed it out.
Yeah, feed it out.
Yeah, it's amazing how many fish will eat that stuff. What is this?
These are just
All the convicts, huh?
just convicts. You know, I got with the plecos. You know, the lady didn't want them, so I picked them up. You know, I definitely can find a home for them.
That's awesome. Now, I want to show these off because these are some of my favorite fish you've got in the fish room. You brought these in to the Greenwater Society meeting not too long ago.
Two pair parrot cichlids.
These things are amazing. And the camera, guys, it is not doing these things justice. Their colors are unreal. Now, this is a pair, you said?
Yes, male
So,
and female.
got the male on the bottom, female up top?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, when they do want to mate, it's kind of like a battle. They'll bite each other, nip at each other, and everything. That's how, when I read it online, that's common.
It's a little violent, huh?
Yeah, it's a little violent.
Okay. Have they given you anything yet?
They have, but they weren't fertilized. So
Okay. So male's got to step up his game.
yes.
Step up your game,
Gotta
buddy.
do
We need
something.
more beautiful fish like this. That's awesome. And then we got some more convicts.
More convicts.
And this guy, what's this little bitty guy?
This guy here is a F1 Texas cichlid,
Okay,
really small one.
pretty. And then we
Okay.
go down here. And you got a big boy down here too, huh?
Yeah, I have the really big Butterfukarai female.
Okay.
I have 3 more that are in the big tank. I want to wait because she's going to go to the aquatic experience for the contest for the show.
Oh, nice.
You don't always see these fish, but it's definitely one to see at a show.
That is going to be cool. So we got moving down. Is there anything down here?
These guys are 2 male and female dovies.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, these guys are nice. They're a little shy right now, but so you're hoping to get these guys to breed?
Trying to do that. It's the same thing. Their mating rituals kind of, you know,
A little violent?
on the rough side, but you know, I have coverage in them, so that way she can hide if she wants. You know,
Okay.
I got the red terriers that I picked up from the rare fish auction. See, you know, get them a little more bigger. Then I'm gonna change them and put them into a bigger tank. But right now
Nice.
they're, you know, doing pretty
sure.
good.
Convicts?
More convicts, you know, the smaller ones that they had.
Now you set up here, you got some Tropheus and
Yeah, I picked
These,
up some Tropheus. I tried it out.
just
really
not liking the setup, huh?
Not really liking it. You know, some
I-
died off. You know, all minutes, but I have 2 in there that are left over, so you know I'm gonna keep them in there.
Hope for the best.
Yep.
And then over here we got just a
Regular
Jack Dempsey.
Doesn't like females for some reason, so
He's all by himself. He's a lonely guy.
actually the female's probably in that tube.
Okay.
I like about those tubes that you know, to get them weighted down, you got to put something around it. I just put a rubber band around the slate.
Yeah, look
But
at that.
otherwise, they will float.
Okay.
And you know, a lot of the females, if they get beat up, they'll go to the top, so they can have a nice hiding spot to get into.
All right, so this big guy here.
Well,
Wow,
this
beautiful.
This big guy is a female. That's a Madagascar Polinati.
So this big guy's a female.
Yep, 9.5 inches. And I have 2 fish in there right now that are basically her exercise, just to chase around. That's all that they're in there for. I have a female Jack Dempsey and a red devil, just to chase around. That's all they're in there
Nice.
for. And I have a pleco in there that's hiding somewhere probably in the plastic tubing that I have.
I like the plastic tubing that you can float it too, because there are a lot of fish that appreciate that.
Yes. One thing that since you're right over here that I can mention out is that I have tubing coming right down. Now I have them
Oh wow.
in there, and across the bottom is what's called a soaker hose. People in the garden industry use that, but if you reverse it, you can put air through that, which will give you really fine bubbles
Nice.
going all the way up.
Holy cow,
So
that's an awesome
all
idea.
the tanks that are on top have that. All the tanks in the center have your sponge filters.
Okay.
And then,
So you're using sponge filters, and then you've got that central system too. So these tanks are
yes,
in really good shape biologically, and then you've got the mechanical filtration with the sump.
yes,
That is awesome. So here we got little pharynx.
yeah. And he, like I said, doesn't like females, kills them off. So it is a fully grown, an adult, really nice colors. He is probably one of them that I'm gonna probably bring up to the show, the aquatic experience.
Okay.
Just to show him off. And down over here, I just basically have some red devils that are growing out, getting a little bit more bigger.
Okay.
And then on the bottom here is just feeders. All this just goldfish.
Now, do you just pick these up from a store and then quarantine them for a while, make sure they're not
Exactly.
in too bad
You
a
know,
shape?
I have, the nice filtration that I have. I have the UV lights. I have a wave maker to move everything around.
Yeah.
So
Now-
I just leave them in there for a good period of time.
All right. So then we got the big one.
Yep.
Oh boy, here you go, guys. This is the grand finale of fish, I think.
So this is my big doveye.
Now, how big? This thing is huge. I mean, guys, we're not gonna be able to pick this up on camera how big this is, but what is this, about
18.
8? I was gonna say 16, 18 inches.
Yes.
Wow.
This is a Costa Rica blue doveye, better known as the wolf cichlid.
Man.
And the person that I had one last year, and I wound up getting rid of it, and I really liked it because it was very interesting fish. It had personality, so I wound up getting another one, actually a little bit more bigger. The tank, it should be in a bigger tank. I haven't had a chance to put it in a bigger tank, but it's doing pretty good right now. I have a 125 in the garage that I need to be getting him in there soon before he gets any bigger.
Oh boy, he doesn't like me.
If you look at the top, you can see it's cracked. I can lie and say he did it, but he didn't. I actually did it. When I cut this out,
Okay.
and I came to this corner, it cracked. So I don't have a glass big enough. So right now, this is what it is temporarily. But we can go with the fact that he.
Oh
did
yeah,
it,
he
so-
was. That's a better story.
Yeah. it's a
He
better
was
story.
angry. He
Yeah.
was in a bad mood. He saw you. He decided to try and jump out and crack the glass. He probably could take this glass right off the top of his tank if he wanted to, I would imagine.
Yeah, he could. And he seems pretty aggressive when you put your hand in there, but when you put your hand in the glass, he's like a little baby. All he does is just go away. But he has a little personality. He's like, he'll want to get close to you, and he'll say like, okay, come and touch me. And then all of a sudden you want to touch him, and then he goes away.
He decides now maybe that's not such a great idea.
Yeah,
One day he's like, come and touch me, and then he really just wants a chew toy.
exactly. He has taken off that little rubber piece on the heater. For some reason, I don't know why he did that. He just one day I come down here and it's off.
I've got some Oscars, and recently they decided to destroy all the fake plants, like literally rip the fake plants out of the ground and then just pick them apart.
Yeah.
Like just put them into pieces. And they were just bored, I think. There's something fun for them to do. But yeah, wow, what an absolutely gorgeous fish. I don't think I've ever seen a doveye this big in person. And I'm telling you guys, what is this, like a 40-gallon breeder?
This is a 40-gallon breeder. The person at the aquatic experience that hosts it for the contest, I already gave him a call. He is definitely going to be there, this doveye, and I have a 55-gallon tank that he's going to be housed in, because a 30-gallon tank or a 20-gallon tank won't do it.
No.
He's just too big. He needs something a little more turnaround for him. So he's going to be in the contest.
That's going to be awesome. I'm
Even
looking
though
forward to
that
seeing
he's
that.
probably not going to win any prizes or anything, that's not what I am entering for. Is basically I want people to see him.
Yeah. No,
know?
I mean it's odd. It's not common when you get to see a fish this size, this healthy. I mean, again, guys, the camera does not pick up his color. If you're going to the aquatic experience, or if you're thinking about it, this is a good reason right here just to go and check this guy out and some of the other fish that Tim's going to have in the various shows, because these things are really nice looking. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this. Is a really awesome setup. I mean, these tanks look fantastic. How are you keeping all these things so clean? So I know we talked about the sump, but what's going on? What are you doing with your plumbing, your heat?
Okay, the plumbing that I have is I have 3/4 coming in and then 1 inch going out, and so plumbing to 3 inch, which is down below. It moves water pretty good in all these tanks. It's not coming out really fast, just enough for it will exchange the water to give them all that you want. The heaters, I have two Finex, the HC 810Ms, 800 watt heaters. They do the job pretty good. I haven't had any problems with that company. For the oxygen, I have one big Pond Master pump. Actually, it's pretty quiet. I'm very happy with it. That does the oxygen for everything. Sponge filters all in the center, and the 55s and the top row, I did it a little differently. I didn't want to put your actual bubbles in there. On the bottom, across the bottom, they are Sissoko hose.
Yeah, those look nice.
That's exactly what I wanted.
So you don't have to heat the room or anything. You've just got those two, because it's comfortable in this room.
Just those two heaters are in there right now, and then plus all the lighting that I have lights up this whole entire room. It keeps it, pretty decent. I do have a fan that's blowing hot air out constantly.
Okay.
But it's not, it's decent year round. It's not that hot, not that cold.
And what are you using for lighting? Because I know it looks like you've just got some strip LEDs.
Yeah, the strip LEDs off of eBay. They are the 48-inch full spectrum LED lights. They had a sale because these were the newer ones that they just had, and I just figured, okay, just pick them all up. A whole wall of lighting that lights up everything.
Yeah, they look great. Awesome. Very nice. All right, so here's the question. If you had to give advice to new fish keepers, what advice would you give them? They're just starting out.
Look at a lot of videos. A lot of videos of all fish keepers that have fish rooms and everything. Get a little bit from every single video. Write everything down. See what you want for lighting, the heating, plumbing, everything. I can tell you right now, I've seen videos. I like to change a couple of things, but I can't. This is permanent. The only thing that I don't like about this fish room is because I can't get behind it. So if one of these tanks go out, it's gonna be a really pain to take one of these tanks out.
Sure.
But otherwise, I mean, I've had this up since May or June of this year, and I am, I'm pretty happy with what I've accomplished. If I was to do it over again, I can change a couple of little things. Otherwise, I'm going to be probably adding 2 more tanks down here, maybe 3, but the 2 that I'm going to add are the 125s, just to get some probably some bigger fish. Nice,
very nice. Well, thank you for bringing us here. This is an awesome fish room, guys. This is why we do it, because he's got way more ideas when it comes to running a fish room than I do. Different ideas, some things I haven't even thought of. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you inviting us into your home and taking us through this. All right, everyone, so I hope you enjoyed it. It's a really cool fish room, lots of cool fish. The cleanliness of that fish room is really something. Those tanks were spotless. His filtration systems are obviously working well. Tim, again, we'd like to say thank you for inviting us into your home to show us what you've done. It's definitely an impressive setup. To the rest of Primetime Aquatics community, we're going to try to bring you some more fish room tours in the future. So we're trying to work those things out now. So if you like this video, share it, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.